Hello, I'm Bill, as you might know by now if you're tuned into this. I'm a bit worried at the moment because I was speaking to Lee yesterday, on Wednesday, Lee Hill, and his two children are being the council, social services, whatever. I don't know if I'll see you there. Are threatening to put Lee's children up for adoption.
That's not good.
Harrison's 4 years old. And Leland is 1 year old. This is enough. This is Bill. Hello. Good evening. Just Bill. All right. I'm very and well, Cash is here as well. But I'm very fucking worried about Lee's children. You see. About 6 months ago, or whatever.
Yeah.
Charlotte was having a bit of mental problems because she does have mental health problems, admittedly. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And she phoned the council saying, look, I'm having a bit of a mental breakdown. Can you take care of my children for a little while? All right? You're going to have to move the chair or something. Can you look after the children for a little while?
Yeah.
While I go into hospital? Because she needed to go into hospital. So the council took the children into care, right? Okay?
Yeah.
And they gave them to the grandparents, yeah?
Right. It's alright.
Right, to look after. Okay. Now the fact is, if Charlotte had broken her leg, right?
Yeah.
Or let's imagine, right? Charlotte, she's mother. She's got two children, right?
Yeah.
Harrison and Leland, yeah.
Yeah.
And Lee and Charlotte, yeah. Now, what would happen if Charlotte had said, look, all right, I've broken my leg, right? I've broken my legs, for instance.
Yeah.
She might have broken her legs, for instance, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What if she broke both her legs, for instance, right? Or broke a leg. Well, broke both her legs, say.
Yeah.
And couldn't really look after the children very well because she was stuck in a wheelchair for 6 months, for instance,
Alright,
yeah?
Got it.
The council would have looked after the children,
Nothing's
and then when her legs mended and she could walk again, they would have given the children back to her, yeah?
Yeah.
So if Charlotte had broken both her legs, yeah, the council would probably have taken the children into care
Yeah.
while Charlotte could mend her legs, because she might have to go into therapy to mend her legs, yeah?
Of course, yeah.
For instance, if she
Yeah.
broke both her legs, for instance, so she might have to go into hospital to have her legs fixed, sort of thing. So the council would look after the children, yeah?
Yeah.
But when her legs were fixed, for instance, the council would give the children back automatically, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, well, Charlotte's legs are fine when she walks up, 9 flights of stairs to get here.
Yeah.
But she has always had, for a long time, I think she's had a few mental health problems, with her mental health, voices in her head or something like that.
Right.
Schizophrenia kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, she admittedly has mental health problems, yeah? She's told me that. Yeah?
Right.
Okay, well, she was having a breakdown a bit because trying to look after both children at the on her own with Lee,
Yeah.
because Lee was at work and,
Yeah.
and she was having a bit of a mental breakdown. Okay,
Yeah.
so she asked the council for help. Said, "Look, I'm having a bit of a mental breakdown. Will you look after my children for me so that I can go into hospital?" And
Yeah,
because
but-
she was a voluntary patient.
Yeah.
She was a voluntary patient, like in the mental ward, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a voluntary patient. She went on her own, but she had to have someone to look after the children while she went into hospital, right? To have her brain fixed, for instance, so that she could rest her brain for a while. Okay, so the council took the children into care, and luckily, they ended up in the care of Lee Hill's parents, his mother and father.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah.
And they've been looking after the children for the last 6 months, you see.
Alright.
But okay, Charlotte got her problem sorted out. She went to the hospital, got her medication or whatever sorted out,
Yeah.
and comes out of hospital. And she's been sort of like visiting the children and all that
Yeah.
for the last sort of 6 months or so. And the council still won't give the children back to their
Shit.
parents.
6 months.
It must be about 4, I don't know, 4
Still,
6 months.
it's
It must be
long.
something like that.
Yeah.
But the point is, she is all right now. Her mental health is better now because she went into hospital.
Yeah. She volunteered. Yeah.
She volunteered, she went into hospital, to get her head fixed, sort of thing. Yeah? Because her head was a bit broken, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So she put the kids into care of the grandparents for a while. The council did. And now the council are threatening. Now that she's got her head fixed now, she's fine now.
Yeah.
Charlotte's fine now, yeah? And Lee's a wonderful daddy. He really is a fantastic daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison's 4 years old, and I think Leland's 1 year old, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And they're being looked after their grandparents at the moment. But now the council are threatening to put the children up for adoption. Right? Now, if Charlotte did not love her children, she would not have asked for help. Right? Would she?
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know, because that would be neglect.
Yeah.
But it was not neglect, was it?
Yeah.
It would be neglect if, let's say, Charlotte had a mental breakdown and didn't give a shit about the kids.
Right. Yeah.
That would be neglect, right?
Yeah.
The point is, Charlotte was having a mental breakdown and she needed somebody to look after the children so that she could get herself sorted out.
Yeah.
Because she needed help. Yes? She asked for help. Yes?
Yeah.
She asked for help. She's a wonderful mother.
Yeah.
Charlotte is a fucking wonderful mother. She fucking loves her children. She adores her children.
Yeah.
Leland and Harrison.
Yeah. I have no doubt.
And Lee's a wonderful fucking daddy for those fucking children. Right?
Yeah.
And they visit them as much as they can. But now the council, after about 4 or 5 months or whatever, the council are threatening to put the children up for adoption. Because and they won't let the children go home.
Yeah. That's
But she went into hospital, she's got her head fixed, and now she's ready for the children, but now you want to put the children up for adoption. That is bloody evil. That is fucking evil. The children belong to their fucking parents.
Yeah.
You fucking cunts.
She should fight for it, innit?
I'm fighting for it. The children belong to their fucking parents.
Yeah. Definitely.
The council is there to look after the people.
Yeah.
The job of the council is to look after the people. So, they put the children into care of the grandparents, great, for a few months, for about 3 or 4 months, so that Charlotte could recover. Because she was not well, right? And she said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, instead of giving them back to their parents, they want to put the children up for adoption. You evil cunts. Harrison is 4 years old.
Yeah. That's not good.
He's got a memory.
Yeah.
He knows who his mummy is.
Yeah.
He knows who his daddy is.
Yeah. Definitely.
Leland is 1 year old. He knows who his mummy is. He knows who his daddy is. He knows who his grandfather is. Knows who his grandmother is.
Yeah.
And you're threatening to put the children up for adoption. That is bloody wrong. That is bloody wrong. And if the council don't sort it out, I fucking will. They belong to their fucking parents. Charlotte has fixed her head. Lee's a bloody good dad who works a hell of a lot to earn money for his family.
Yeah.
Lee does a full-time job.
Yeah. I know that.
How dare you threaten to take the children away from their parents? You're threatening to put the children up for adoption. You are bloody evil, and I think you should bloody well rethink what you are threatening to do. Because threatening people is only going to make matters worse.
Yeah.
If you start threatening the parents, you're only going to make her mental health worse if you start threatening the parents. Of course she's going to have another breakdown if you keep threatening her. The children belong to the parents. Give the children back to the parents. If you really want to look after the family,
Yeah.
if you believe in the family, give the children back to the parents. Now, I know you're scared Well, another council say, well, what if they get abused? They'll never get abused. They are loved by God. Those kids are fucking adored by their parents.
Yeah, she's gonna have to fight.
Charlotte and Lee fucking love their children. I know, I'm their uncle. I'm Uncle Bill. Alright? I am their Uncle Bill. Alright? Right. Now the council really gave a shit about emotion. How would you feel about these people who are threatening to put the children up for adoption, right? The council, right?
Yeah, not good at all.
These people who are threatening to put the children up for adoption.
Yeah, shit.
Do you have children of your own? Are you a mother? I'm asking you, right? These council people are threatening to put these babes up for adoption. Are you a mother? Are you a father or a mother? How would you feel if I stole your children? As a mother, I'm asking the council this.
I know.
I am asking the fucking council, the people who are threatening to put Lee and Charlotte's children up for adoption. I am asking you, how would you feel if I stole your children? Right? Council. You're either a man or you're a woman. You're man and women. Yeah? You're a mother. Are you a mother?
Yeah.
Are you a father?
Yeah.
For the council, are you a mother? Are you a father?
Yeah.
Then how would you bloody feel if I stole your children? How would you feel if I took away your children? What if it was your son? Mother or father? What if it was your daughter or your son on the line? Right?
Yeah.
It's about Harrison and Leland, right? It's about Harrison and Leland being put up for, threatening to put them up for adoption. How would you feel if I took away your children? Before you make threats like that, I ask you, how would you feel if it was your son or your daughter being taken away from taken away from you? How would you feel if I took away your son or your daughter? Then how the fuck do you think Lee and Charlotte feel when you are threatening to put their two boys up for adoption? I think you should think about this very carefully. Think about what you're trying to do to me, or to do to them. Sorry, think. Have you got a child? Do you have a baby? Do you have a baby? Council. Do you have a son? Do you have a daughter? How would you feel if someone took away your son or your daughter? That's my question for the council. Social services. I say give the children back to their parents. And then, now if you are worried about in fact, it would be a good idea anyway for social care. Give the children back to their parents. Give Leland and Harrison back to Charlotte and Lee before I lose my temper. And then, if you are still worried about the children, visit them 3 times a week, every other day.
Yeah.
If the council are still worried about the social care of the children, about the care of the children, right?
Yeah.
After they give them back to the parents, right? For 6 months, say, yeah?
Yeah.
If you're still worried about the children, give them back to the parents, and then visit them 3 times a week to make sure they're okay. In fact, instead of stealing their children and putting them up for adoption, instead of stealing their children, do social care. Ask them, the parents, if they need any help. If you're the council and you really care about the children, visit the parents and say, Right, now you've got your children back. Would you like a hand doing the ironing or the washing? Would you like me to do some shopping for you? Or would you like me to change the nappies, for instance?
Yeah.
So the council can keep an eye on the parents once they're given back. If the council really care about the children, about Leland and Howson, then give Leland and Howson back to their parents, and give all the children back to their parents, and then visit them every other day, for instance, 2 or 3 times a week, to make sure the children are okay.
Yeah.
And offer some help, like, can I get your groceries for you? Can I help you with your washing, or can I help you with this or that? And offer help. Help the families. Do not break up the families.
Yeah.
Do not destroy the family. Help the family.
I agree.
If they need a bit of extra money, help them.
Yeah.
That's the council's job. I mean, people are relying on food banks, baby banks now. You know, where people can get free nappies for their children because they ain't got no money on this universal credit crap shit. I say give the children back to their parents and then visit them 2 or 3 times a week just to make sure they're okay. You know, just to keep an eye on the family, if you like. That is social care. Pay a visit 2 or 3 times a week. And go and sort of like make sure that Charlotte and Lee are doing okay as parents. You know, check on the kids 3 times a week, if you like.
Yeah.
But give the bloody kids back to the parents. Do not put them up for adoption, or I will fucking fight you to the end. That is fucking evil thing to do. Do not put those children up for adoption. They are 1 year old, 4 years old. Leland Howson. They know their parents, they fucking love their mummy, they fucking love their daddy, and they fucking adore their fucking grandparents. And they will always remember them. You are being fucking evil when you put those kids up for adoption. I'm threatening you. Yes, I'm Bill. Not that I can do much about it except talk. If you care so much, then give the children back to the parents. And then you can visit them 2 or 3 times a week and help them out if they need any help. And about nappies, there's people have these disposable nappies. I'm a postman, right?
Yeah.
Sincerely, I am a postman, Bill Bailey. William Joseph Bailey, Bill Bailey. I'm Bill. Bill the postman. And please, I know people have disposable nappies. Will you please stop leaving them on your doorsteps? Hold on a minute, I've got to go to the toilet myself. Thank you, like that. Right, well look, man. Yeah, about nappies. I'm Bill. Look, sorry, I'm Bill. I'm a postman, actually. So I'm Bill. That's better. I'm a postman. And I do have a problem with nappies. There's a lot of young mothers on my rounds. A lot of young mothers who are having babies, yeah? Or a lot of mothers having babies. I don't know how old you are. I don't care if you're young or old, whatever. But the point is, you keep leaving your nappies on the doorstep, don't you? I'm going to get a side of your head there. You keep leaving your nappies on the bloody doorstep, don't you? And it makes me want to vomit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I've never changed a nappy in my entire life. I'm gay. Okay, I have never changed a fucking nappy. I've never changed a fucking nappy in my entire life, and I have no wish to change an entire nappy in my entire life, okay?
Yeah.
Shit makes me want to puke, except if it's my own, I quite laugh it. Isn't it funny? Other people's shit makes me want to puke. Anybody else's shit, and I fucking... Bleh! But I do a good crap, and then I look at my own shit, and you think,
Hey.
fucking hell, look at the length of that!
Whatever, Bill.
Isn't that true? I look at anybody else's crap, and I vomit immediately. I hate it. I can't stand it. You know, I really hate it. But if I look at my own turd that I've just done, I think, fucking hell, 6 inches, I can take that. On the subject, I'll take that's a story. Anyway, yes, nappies. I was talking about nappies. I'm a postman, and it really does make me want to vomit when you leave nappies on the doorstep. You ever carry a bag and it's full of fucking dirty nappies? For fuck's sake, man! For Christ's sake, throw them away in a black bag.
They're not open, are they? They're wrapped
Put your
up.
rubbish in a black bag.
But they're wrapped up, innit?
Not really. Some of them. Sometimes I just leave the fucking dried Oh, it's horrible outside the door. I don't like looking at fucking dirty nappies in the morning. I really don't enjoy it. Please, put your nappies into a black bag or something if you're going to leave them on the doorstep. You know. But that's a bad idea because nappies are actually bad for the environment. Because these nappies that your children are wearing are very bad for the environment because they're made out of plastic. Yeah. Now, I had an idea for nappies. No, I've got an idea for nappies. Biodegradable. There must have been someone must. No. I know. No, shut up a minute. I know they've got reusable nappies. Sometimes you can buy reusable nappies. That's not very nice either, but I suppose. But I mean, what about biodegradable nappies? You make nappies out of paper, right? It's simple. Lots of layers of paper. You make a nappy out of paper, right? Strong paper, you know. And then the poo goes in the paper. And you wrap the paper around the poo. And then you can flush it down the toilet. If it's made out of paper. Paper nappies.
They're a bit big to be flushed down the
No,
toilet.
well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, right, fair enough. But I mean, they are biodegradable. I mean, basically biodegradable nappies. Not to flush down the toilet, obviously, probably, yeah. Probably like that, unless they're very small babies. But you can flush a small baby down the toilet. You can flush a small baby. You can flush a small baby down the toilet. You know, if it sort of comes out too soon and you just flush it down the loo.
I don't want to talk about that.
Sorry. No, but biodegradable nappies might be a good idea. Like nappies made out of paper. You know, sort of like lots of layers of paper or whatever. So that you poo in it and then you only use a nappy once, don't you?
Yeah.
But you make it out of plastic, which is a bad idea. Because plastic is non-biodegradable. But paper is biodegradable because you can always sort of like burn paper and shit and all that. In fact, you can burn shit to make fuel. You know, you could sort of like use biodegradable nappies and they could power the fucking electricity company, couldn't they? With that amount of shit. Yeah. How about you get an electricity company could release you know how you used to have deposits on bottles? Here's a good one. You know you used to have deposits on glass bottles? Like you got lemonade and then you took the bottle back and you got 10p back. Yeah. In those 1970s and 60s and 50s or whatever.
Yeah. I wasn't
you used
there
to buy a
at the
bottle
time,
of
but I know what
lemonade
you're talking about,
it was a metal bottle. And then you used to take the bottle back to the shop and you used to get a 10p back or something like, or 50p. No, it was about 10p, I think, in the 70s.
Right.
For every bottle. So you took about 10 bottles of lemonade, empty lemonade bottles back to the shop. And you got about £1, so you got another 3 lemonade bottles sort of thing. It's a great idea. That was recycling in the 70s, you know.
Yeah, because they washed the bottles, didn't they?
They washed the bottles and used them again.
Yeah.
Wash the bottles and use them again. Why not? That's a good idea. But the point is, things like, actually plastic does burn, doesn't it? What about if you should put everything in a big fire? You know, you have an incinerator, don't you?
But plastic releases bad things, isn't it, in the atmosphere?
Yeah, but but could you use that gas for fuel? I don't know.
Well, you could use any gas for
It's
fuel.
kind of negligible, but you look how much petrol but you look how much petrol gets burnt every day.
Yeah.
Plastic is made of the same oil as petrol, actually.
Yeah, kind of.
It is. Of course it is.
Yeah, all right.
It's based petroleum and all that. That's what's used to make plastic, really.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from the same source, isn't it?
Yes. Alright, yeah, true.
So when you burn the plastic, couldn't you use it for fuel?
Yeah.
Or could you use the plastic for fuel? Perhaps you could use plastic for fuel. Because if plastic is actually made of oil or something like that, the same sort of like oil from the petrol or something, I think it is, something like that. Possibly you could use plastic,
Well,
and you could as a fuel. Yeah, no, I know no one's tried it. I know no one's tried it. But when you burn the plastic, surely that should produce some energy.
Of course it does.
The same energy, probably the same energy as oil. Probably the same energy as oil, which you use in the car's engines. So perhaps plastic could be used for fuel.
Petrol, isn't it? It's petroleum.
But paper burns. Paper literally burns quite easy. So I mean that'll go like that, like dust, ashes, dust. I've always wondered why people keep the ashes when someone dies. You know what puzzles me? You know when people keep the ashes when someone dies? You know what puzzles me about that?
What? The ashes?
90% of the ashes is probably the coffin.
Yeah.
You think about it, the coffin's made of wood, yeah?
Yeah.
Which burns into ashes, yeah?
Yeah, of course it does, yeah.
The body's made of carbon as well, which is the same as wood, basically.
At the end of the day,
And yeah, it's basically wood, a little thing. But the ashes you take home are probably 50% coffin, 50%, human sort of.
Yeah.
What's the point? Blow them away, blow the ashes into the sky.
Fossil fuel, yeah.
Scattered of the wind. I saw Julian Clary this week, on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was shit. I was really disappointed, man. Honest to God, I was.
Yeah.
I thought he said, "Right, we're going to talk about our sex, and we're going to talk about cock sucking, and we're going to talk about this and that." And that's all he fucking talked about, and it was just fucking shite.
I used to think
there was no. I don't know if he cracked any original, any jokes at all. Really, talks about it was a fucking piece of shit. Sang a few crap songs, couple of crap songs.
Is he going? Is it?
I was really fucking disappointed.
How does it start? Is he talking about his life or something?
No, well, basically, and it tells a few jokes, but I don't. Yeah. It's talking about all these celebrities and all that, and I don't get any of his celebrity jokes because I don't know any of the celebrities because I don't watch television. Because I don't watch normal television.
Yeah.
I don't know who any of these modern day celebrities are, right?
Fair enough.
I don't watch television, so I don't watch any TV programs. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And his entire act was about these TV celebrities and things, and sort of like about people I don't even know who exist. I don't know who the fuck these celebrities are.
Fair enough.
This boy band or whatever or that, and I don't listen to that fucking music and all that. So.
You're not interested in
so I was kind of like sort of like completely lost on it. I didn't get any of his fucking jokes, to be honest. I thought it was shit. He used to be a gay comedian for the gay comedy, but now he's sort of like, I think he's a gay comedian for the straight audience.
It's tanned.
Julian Clary. No, I think he's basically a gay comedian for a straight audience.
Has he always been like that, do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it was funnier in the olden days. I've seen him perform in some shows. I
thought he was funny on the telly.
I found him funny on the telly. Yeah, but I went to see him live and I thought he was a piece of shit. Like, he had a telephone. He went, something about a wandering star or whatever, some crap. And I didn't get it. I just thought it was a piece of fucking crap. And these are my awards, and here's a dick and all that. And I don't know. It just seems very fucking, like, that Daz advert he did?
No, I can't remember.
Nah, well, a bit like that. I didn't think it was very good at all. I was really disappointed in him. Anyway, it's Easter next week, isn't it?
Easter Sunday,
yeah. Christian walks up to Jesus on the crucifix and says, "Oh, hold on. Let's stop that and go back to that in a minute. Let's do another one. Stop that."